Hi guys, welcome back to the vlog. This is Tanya with you. Well, in today's vlog we're going to check out everything that's wrong with my 20-year-old Lexus RX 350. So here goes. So the first thing is the headlight lens. It has a crack here. As you can see, this crack. So I need to replace both the headlight lens. Then there's a crack on the windshield right over here. I need to fix that. Let's go inside. So in the interiors there is some dashboard crack. This is common in this generation of all the Lexuses. The IS, RX, ES, they all have this soft dashboard. So with time it cracks. So we can just cover it up with a dashboard mat like this. So that's not a big issue. You can see some cracks here as well. The Mark Levinson system, it's okay. It's not as good as it was brand new because the speakers don't seem that powerful. I'm not going to spend money on that. As long as it works, it's alright for me. Another issue that I have is while I drive the car, the VSC lights, the ABS light and the handbrake lights comes on after a while. It's after like maybe 5 or 6 kilometers that all the lights come on. So that could indicate some issue with the brake sensors or the brake fluid lines. I tried resetting the battery. I removed the battery terminals and let it like that for around half an hour. That did not fix my issue. So I suspect the issue could be with the brake fluid lines, which I need to bleed now. Okay, another issue that I have is with the heater in this car. The heater does not work. The AC works, but the heater does not. So that could mean that the heater core is spoiled. The heater core sits under the dashboard. So if I would need to replace the heater core, I will need to remove the entire dashboard. So that is something I'm not looking forward to because that's a big job. Another reason for the heater not working can also be that there's air in the heater core lines. So that's behind the firewall in the engine compartment. So the heater lines come inside the heater core like that. So it's possible that there's air or some blockage in the heater core lines, and that's why the heater core is not working. I'm hoping that's the case. So I'm going to do an entire coolant flush. I'm going to check the heater core line as well and make sure that's all right before I replace the heater core. So another issue I have is with the window switches here. The driver's side window works with this button, but all the other switches don't work, like the passenger side and the rear driver side and passenger side windows don't work. But you can actually control the windows from the dedicated buttons on the passenger sides. It works. Most might think you need to replace the master window switches here to make all the windows work, but the issue started only after I disconnected and reconnected the battery. So I don't think the issue is with the master switch here. If we reset the memory for the windows have to work from here. So I'll do that later. Occasionally there used to be some kind of noise coming from this area. I'm not getting that noise right now. I'm not sure why. So these are the problems inside the car. Apart from that, I don't have any other issue. So now let's go under the engine and check out what all issues we have there. Well, from the top it all looks fine. The power steering fluid is low. We need to check that out. The brake fluid is below maximum. We can just top it up. That could also be a reason why the VSC lights, the ABS lights are all on. Or maybe the brake fluid is just too old. We might need to replace that. And there are the heater core lines right inside there. So I need to check that out later. And on top there's nothing wrong. So now let's go under the engine and check what's wrong there. So the transmission fluid pan is definitely leaking. So I need to remove this and replace the gasket. But a big issue is here with the gearbox. There's some leak coming from here. Now this could be the transmission fluid pan oil that was blown over to the side while driving the car. So the best thing now would be to replace the transmission fluid pan's gasket, clean this whole area and make sure if this oil reappears again, and then we'll take our decision after that. Now there is also some leak in the CV axle. Now this can also not be the CV axle that's leaking. It could be the power steering fluid that's dripping from the top. I'll show that to you from a different angle. You see that nut over there that goes to the power steering pump? There's a washer that comes inside there. So that washer is the same thing that I replaced on my Celica when it was leaking. So it could be that definitely the power steering fluid is leaking from that point. So I need to replace the washer that's inside there. And the part number is same as that in the Celica, so I have that part. So I'll definitely be replacing the washer in the power steering pump. so that will stop that leak. So this RX 350 has partial service history. So as you can see here, this is the service history from Lexus, and they have done the service till 129,788 kilometers. So that tallies with the service book over here at 129,788 kilometers. So this was done in the year 2011, 9 March 2011, and after that there's no service history. And then the last service was done in the year 2025 in the month of March at 213,976 kilometers. Yeah, so right now the car's done 215,000 kilometers. So there's still around 7,000 to 8,000 kilometers left. Now the good thing about this car is that the rubber oil lines were replaced with the metal oil lines, which is a good thing because it was prone to failure and that would cause catastrophic engine failure. So the good thing is in the service history they replaced that rubber hose line with the metal oil line. Another interesting thing that I know about this car is that it was last sold to a dealer for $11,650 in July 2024, and after that it came to the auction site where I then got it for $3,600 or $700. So that's all the issues with my 20-year-old Lexus RX 350. I'll be fixing them up one by one, and I'll be making a DIY tutorial for all those fixes. So stay tuned for that by subscribing to my channel. Until next time, this is Stan signing out. Bye bye.